This is why results come when you stop caring. Well, hello and welcome. My name is Erica Angelo, and I'm the dating and relationship expert that guys have been coming to for 12 years to help them become the kind of man that women desire so that she doesn't leave, right? We don't want her to leave, but sometimes she does leave. And so you want her back. You don't want her to keep you in the friend zone, all these things that you want. But why do the results come when you stop caring? I'm gonna share with you a different approach. I've covered this topic before, but we're gonna go at it from a different angle. So if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe and you turn on that notification bell, because I am known to do surprise live videos. And what's cool about these live videos is the chat box. I get to connect with you guys, see where you're from, hear where you're at. It's a beautiful way for me to feel you and to connect with you. Also, I've got a lot of interesting things going on with how I am serving you guys. So if you feel like you're in a place where you could use some help, you're like, I need a coach, make sure that you sign up. It's called a dating and relationship intensive. There's an application there, and I can, if you fit my work and what I do, I can get on a quick call with you and see if that's the venue we need to use, or if you need to go through one of my other programs, and that might serve you best. But I'd be happy to get on a call with you if you're in the place to really move forward with your dating and relationship life. So here's the thing. I think we've all been here, whether it's with a woman, whether it's with a career, finances, even now with like the election going on, which when you see this video, it will be over. Right now, we don't know who our president is. When you watch this, we will know. But here's the thing. When we have expectations on something and it comes from a place of fear and neediness, that's what pushes things away from us. It's think of it as a frequency. I don't know if you guys, I listen to a lot of frequency stations on YouTube because we're energy and we're frequency. And I know we don't get taught that, but the reality is that we are. So when we say, I gotta have this, she's gotta text message me back. This woman has got to start making love to me again. You know, if you're in a marriage, or if you're the single guy who keeps being in the friend zone, it's like, she's got to take me seriously. When it comes from this, it's got to happen. It comes first, let's just call it frustration, it's anger, it's but what is below that is fear. The fear is, if I don't have this, I am not going to be okay. That is the reality of it. And so when we feel like we're not going to be okay, that survival instinct kicks in. And what do? We cling to it more. I got to have it more. And other people feel that. She feels that. And she just wants to go, ugh. And what she wants to say to you is, you sort yourself out. Why? Because she's got her responsibility of caring for herself. The last thing she wants to do is to carry your energy and your frequency of desperation, neediness, fear, survival onto her. And so people feel that pressure. And so they actually push away as opposed to coming to us. So how do we resolve this? You know, I think we all go through this in some regards, especially now when things are so intense on our planet with what's going on in this pandemic. You know, energy is really just kind of all over the place. And so what do? You know, what I found for myself and what I've learned a lot by working with healers out here in Bali is, you know, it's always coming back to ourselves first and foremost. And it's finding that place of peace in you. So sometimes that's just asking yourself questions like, why do I need to have this happen right now? Second thing you ask is, what is going to happen to me if this does not happen right now? And the third question you ask yourself is that really the truth? And what this does is it takes you away from that energy of just like, and it breaks it down, and in the mind, because the mind is so wound up and it just wants to grab a hold of the situation. But when you can kind of like demystify it and just go, okay, what's really going on here? And then what you do is you start developing a practice of coming back to yourself. Now, this is a whole other video that I could cover, but for some people it's breathing. Some people it's listening to music. It's going out in the sun and being with nature. It's hanging out with friends. It's drinking a glass of wine. It's doing yoga. Whatever it is that you do, your practice, and if you don't have a practice, I highly suggest that you start one, is you've got to come back to yourself. Are those feelings of, I need this result, I care so much, I need this result, are those things still going to come back up? Yes. And when they come up, you return back to your practice. But remember, I've said this over in my videos over and over and over. The most important person, my dear, is you in this equation. It's not her. It may feel like she is the most important person, but you are the most important person in this equation. Without you, there's no her. So you have to come back to you. And essentially, when a woman does want you, that's just it. She wants you. But if you're so detached from yourself because you have to have something outside of you, she doesn't actually feel you because you're disassociated. You're detached from yourself. So if she ever is going to come to you, you got to come back to yourself. And I just had a fly hit my head. I hope this helps. I hope this makes sense. If you need some help, be sure to reach out, apply for that dating relationship intensive. It may not be the right fit for you. There may be another one of my programs that will work out for you. I'm happy to get on a call with you and for us to figure out what is the best fit for you if you meet my requirements. Listen, you have what it takes. And my darling, in this very moment, even though you may feel needy, even though you may feel scared, you may feel angry, you may feel frustrated, you may feel hopeless, in this very moment, my darling, you are already loved. I will see you in my next video.